I'm sitting in this theater in London, right? And it's a stage play. So there's a lot of singing and dancing, and it's very showy and bombastic. And currently they're having like an intermission, where there's like a break between the two sections of the story. So I turn to the girl to the right of me and I ask her, what does she think of the play so far? And she gives me the nice answer. She's like, oh yeah, it's great. I love it. What about you, Tondo? And I look her like dead in the eyes and I tell her, honestly, I think it's pretty mid. And you could see she was like caught aback by it because she expected me to give the correct, nice answer, which is that, oh yeah, it's good, because I won't say the name, but it's a very famous musical play. So it's kind of expected for you to say that it's a good story, it's a good play. But I was being honest. And you should have seen like her face just change. So her face like almost dropped. She like leaned into me and said, okay, honestly, yeah, I think it's pretty mid as well. And from there, we just continued yapping, almost roasting it. The main lead singer, the awkward dancing, we were just going at it, at how bad we thought it was. Even after it was done, we were still talking about this. In fact, the group that I was with, we all ended up talking about how bad it was, even though we were all like excited to watch it beforehand. But as I realized this, as I was walking out, I thought, you know what? The old me would never have done that. He would have given the most safe, good sounding answer to anybody that had asked me. Because that's just the type of person I was, and the type of person a lot of introverted, shy guys are. We want to be seen as good, because we believe that being good, doing good things, and being nice will make people like us more, will allow us to connect more. But it doesn't. It's one of the greatest fallacies plaguing young men today, that if I am good, if I do everything right, if I say the right thing, then I will be seen as good. I will get all of my needs met and people will like me. I'm telling you right now, pulling the curtain back just from my experience and everything that I have seen and learned, that is not true. Being good does not equate to having a good life. And that doesn't mean saying don't be good. I'm saying don't be a nice guy. A nice guy, they say the right thing because they want approval. They want some sort of desired outcome. That is not the way to go about anything. So stop saying things just because you think it sounds good. It doesn't matter. In fact, down below, I made a full free guide on how to be a social guy in like 7 days without being a nice, awkward guy. It's great. Check it out. What I realized is, and I want you to commit this to memory, most people want to drop the masks that they're putting on. They're just too scared to go first. Because real connection isn't made through this facade where you're just pretending everything's all good. You agree with everything they say, they agree with everything you say, and you guys are all hunky-dory. No, of course not. Real connection is made through shared opinion, even on negative topics. Guys that will yap and on about how bad insert economic system is, and yet they're best friends, even though they're like talking about how terrible this thing is. It's because negativity and positivity aren't as related when it comes to shared opinion and experience. So what does dropping the mask actually look like in reality? It's quite simple. As a guy who is very shy, you need to learn to say what you mean and do what you want. Those two together. Now, of course, don't be disrespectful. Don't be outwardly rude when it's not necessary. Of course, it's dumb. But say what you actually think about topics, regardless of if you think it's controversial, if you think it's a bit edgy. And again, don't just blatantly say incorrect information. as if it's objective. Like, for example, I know a lot of guys that they'll talk about things related to like history or science that you can tell they absolutely have no idea what they're saying, and yet they say it with such conviction. It's like, buddy, relax. Don't be one of those guys. But yeah, no, say what you want and do what you want. Make your actions reflect your thoughts. Remember that real attracts real. The more authentic you are, the more authentic other people will be around you. I mean, I can tell you where it started. It's very simple. It's because most men are raised to seek the approval of women because that's all that they've known. I mean, most men don't have a father figure, no male role model in their life. Most of them were raised by their single mother and by their female teachers, who, of course, they would seek approval from. It's natural for young men. And then, in that way, of course, you're going to seek approval from more females in the future because it's pretty much all that you've ever known. It's not your fault. It's a problem of society at large. And that's what I'm stopping. This brotherhood that I'm making, it's a silent brotherhood because it's not going to be filled with a bunch of loud alpha males yelling about how you need to be a top G, this, that. No. This brotherhood that I'm making is for shy, quiet young men who still want to be great, and who will. By watching this video, you've already joined it. So, welcome aboard, man. Anyway, hope this was helpful, and remember, take action, learn from failure. See ya.